Good morning. It is Thursday, October 29th, 2020. We have our three readings, our Psalm reading, our Old Testament reading, and our New Testament reading. The Psalm reading will be Psalm 107, 1 through 7, and then verses 33 through 37. Our Old Testament reading will be Joshua chapter 1, verses 1 through 11. And our New Testament reading will come from the book of Romans chapter 2, verses 17 through 29. Let us hear our readings for the day, starting out with our Psalm reading, Psalm 107. Oh, thank God, He is good. His love never runs out. All of you set free by God, tell the world. Tell how He freed you from oppression, then rounded you up from all over the place, from the four winds, from the seven seas. Some of you wandered for years in the desert, looking but not finding a good place to live, half starved and parched with thirst, staggering and stumbling on the brink of exhaustion. Then, in your desperate condition, you called out to God. He got you out in the nick of time. He put your feet on a wonderful road that took you straight to a good place to live. So thank God for His marvelous love, for His miracle mercy to the children that He loves. He poured great draughts of water down parched throats. The starved and hungry, they get plenty to eat. Our psalm reading is from Psalm 107, 33 through 41, as it continues. God turned rivers into wasteland, springs of water into sun-baked mud. Luscious orchards became alkali flats because of the evil of the people who lived there. Then He changed wasteland into fresh pool of waters, arid earth into springs of water. Brought in the hungry and settled them there. They moved in. What a great place to live. They sowed the fields, they planted vineyards, they reaped a bountiful harvest. He blessed them with the prospered greatly. Their herds of cattle never decreased. But abuse and evil and trouble declined, as He heaped scorn on the princes and sent them away. He gave the poor a safe place to live, treated their clan like well cared for sheep. Our Old Testament reading today comes from the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verses 1 through 11. After the death of Moses, the servant of God, God spoke to Joshua, Moses' assistant. Moses, my assistant and servant, is dead. Get going. Cross the Jordan River, you and all the people. Cross the country I'm giving to the people of Israel. I'm giving you every square inch of the land that you set foot on, just as I promised Moses. From the wilderness and this Lebanon, east to the great river, the Euphrates River, all of the Hittite country, and then west to the great sea. It's all yours. All your life, no one will be able to hold out against you. In the same way that I was with Moses, I'll be with you. I won't give up on you. I won't leave you. Strength, courage. You are going to lead this people to inherit the land that I promised to give their ancestors. Give it everything you have, heart and soul. Make sure you carry out the revelation that Moses has commanded you, every bit of it. Don't get off track, either left or right, so as to make sure that you get where you're going. And don't for a minute let the book of Revelation out of mind. Ponder and meditate on it day and night. Make sure that you are practicing everything that is written in it. Then you'll get where you're going. Then you'll succeed. Haven't I commanded you? Strength, courage. Don't be timid. Don't get discouraged. God, your God, is with you every step of the way. Then Joshua gave the orders to the people's leaders. Go through the camp and give this order to the people. Pack your bags. In 3 days you will cross the Jordan River to enter the land and take the land that God, your God, is giving you to possess. Our New Testament reading comes from the book of Romans, chapter 2, verses 17 through 29. If you're brought up Jewish, don't assume that you can lean back in the arms of your religion and take it easy, feeling smug because you're an insider to God's revelation, a connoisseur of the best things of God, informed on the latest doctrines. I have a special word of caution for you who are sure that you have it all together yourself, and because you know that God's revealed word inside and out, feel qualified to guide others through their blind alleys and dark nights and confused emotions to God. While you're guiding others, who is going to guide you? I'm quite serious. While preaching, don't steal, are you going to rob people blind? Who would suspect you? The same with adultery. The same with idolatry. You can get by with almost anything if you are in front and eloquently talk about God and His law. The line from Scripture, it's because of you Jews that the outsiders are down on God. Show it's an old problem that isn't going to go away. Circumcision. The surgical ritual that marks you as a Jew is great if you live in accord with God's law. But if you don't, it's worse than not being circumcised. The reverse is also true. The uncircumcised who keeps God's ways are as good as the circumcised. In fact, better. Better to keep God's law uncircumcised than break it circumcised. Don't you see? It's not the cut of the knife that makes a Jew. You become a Jew by who you are. It's the mark of God on your heart, not a knife on your skin that makes you a Jew. And recognition comes from God, not legalistic critics. And here ends our readings for the day.